Hi everybody, welcome to Janie's Journals. I am Janie, and I wanted to pop on and show you I finally finished this little album that I have been working on for the past 3 weeks. We've had a vacation, we went to see some grandkids in Texas, and this is just, it felt like it took forever, but it's finally done. Got it finished today, and I wanted to get on here, like I said, and show you. Most of the pages that I used are from these little Websters pages. I don't even, what are these, 6x6 probably? Yeah, 6x6. I've had these things, I know, a good 10 years anyway. Websters pages used to do these warehouse sales where you could get a whole box of supplies, and I bought 2 or 3 of those things in a couple of years and had all these just sitting around. So I got the idea. I had seen someone on Tim Holtz's website had used his tiny file folders to make an album, and I thought, well, you know, these might be the perfect size to make something like that with. So I took my Webster's pages and I cut them down like this and put the little tabs on them to make file folders. And I got a bunch of them made. I've got more than I actually had to have for that. But they just are so cute. And so then that's what I decided to make this little journal out of. The outside of it is a little cluster that I had put together. Good grief. I had put together using different, I don't even know where all the papers have come from. These actually look like some of the Tim Holtz papers. So, and I use scraps. I used a lot of scraps on this. So the outside of it, it's got this little button closure, and I attached a elastic to it on the inside cover. And this is what the outside of it looks like. I had gone to Hobby Lobby and they had this whole packet of ribbons in a bundle, and I think it was like $4. So I scarfed those up, and they were all really color coordinated, so I didn't have to do a whole lot of matching with them. And I used one of those yellow envelopes that you mail stuff in, you know, just a real lightweight, and you can see that underneath here. I did distress it a little bit using a background stamp. This is the one that I used, and it's, you can see it here on the inside cover too. And I just, you know, used some distressed ink on it. I sewed the ribbons across, all the way across this way. And then I sewed all the way around the edges when I put my inside cover on. And then I did my background stamping, and that's what I come up with. Very pleased with how it turned out. So the front of it, like I said, is just a little cluster I had put together. It's got this little tag in it. Nothing unique or different other than I made it. I will say, let me get these buttons that I used on the front. This one had holes all the way around it, so I stitched it. But these buttons, I use these things all the time, and I got this jar of them at Walmart, and it has got some of the neatest looking buttons in it. I love that thing. I really like the top. Then the ribbon matches my scrapbook room. So here we go. Let's look inside and see what we've got. The inside cover I really didn't do anything with. I was thinking eventually I plan to open an Etsy store and begin to sell some things that I make, because I make so much and there's no place really local for me to sell it. So I'm going to eventually do that. This is the first page that I have it. Sticker's kind of shiny. Some of the pages are interactive and some are not. This one has this little journaling card in it. and it has this little tiny belly band that I made out of scraps. Well, I won't say most everything, absolutely everything in here was made from scraps. Here's a couple of tickets that I just put on here. This is a handmade paper, and I run it through my embosser, and then I use some oxide inks on it. I don't know if you can really tell the texture of it, but I love the way that that turned out. And then the little tabs that stick out here, some of them I stamped on, some I didn't. These I did. And this one, I used some of the Tim Holtz fabric tape as a little band there. And then this is just a little flip out for journaling. And then got this little girl. She's sitting on a piece of that Tim Holtz fabric tape. I think she's adorable. And then just a little journal card here. And this is just, this is actually a piece of that envelope as well that I just put on there and stamped some stuff on and stuck a feather on it and called it done. Got this one. It's got a couple little tags in it, and I liked the paper. This is the picture on the paper, on that Webster's Pages paper, and I just decided to kind of mimic that same design, and I used a hole punch. And this is just coffee stained paper that I put a bunch of stamps on, and then I hole punched this to make it kind of match what was on that paper, and that turned out pretty cute. I like it. And if you don't want to hear all the details, just speed up your video so that all you have to do is watch. And then I've got some tags in here. This is a little, you can pull this out, and it's a little paper pad. And it's got, the back of it is some Braille paper that I coffee stained. And it slides back on this cloth band. And then this is, I believe that's one of Tim Holtz tickets. And I cut the center of it out and backed it with acetate. And then put a sticker on there. Sticker on the tag that goes in it. That's some more of that rock, I guess it's rock, background stamp. I use that throughout the book. Here's that page that I said you would see later. Got a little girl poking out from there. And this is just a couple little tickets in there. And then these folks, I love this one, and I've got them sitting on this little pocket, and just stuck this in here. This, you might be interested, I made these. Let me see, where do I have those? Here they are. This is, and I don't remember where I saw it. I saw it years ago. But this is just the regular tape, you know, the present tape. I don't know what you call it. Just the clear tape that you use for wrapping gifts with. I put it on this piece of acetate or some kind of packaging, and then I used my inks, my alcohol inks, and water. And then I made all of this look really kind of crazy. And the only issue is, I think I used the wrong backing for it, because when you go to pull this off, sometimes it just kind of, it doesn't pull off like a piece of tape. Well, of course, that one's going to. But anyway, you just pull this off, and the sticky is gone, so you have to put this down with some kind of glue. But I think it just makes things look, you know, kind of neat, like it's been repaired. And that one I actually did tear, and then I put that tape on there. So I like using that. And then we have this page. It's got this little tag here and this little tag underneath there. This may be a page that I saw on Corey Diamond on her scrap busting videos. And this is a sticker, and I just cut it so that I could use part of it on each side. Just a little thing tucked in there, little tag here. I think this is Webster's pages as well. This one I left alone. I love the door. And I was trying to think of how I could enhance it, and I couldn't come up with anything. So I just left it there. I stamped it, call it done. This one has got this little tag in it. This is some clusters that I had made a long time ago, and I just keep them all in a box and I pull them out because I tend to kind of use the same colors a lot, so it's handy to have them just ready to put on whatever project I'm working on. Here's this man. I've got him sitting on that ticket, and then we just got some different pieces of ephemera in there. And here, this one I was kind of being sarcastic, but I kept looking at this little guy. He's in the Tiny People, the Tim Holtz Tiny People. And if you look at him, he definitely does not look like he's having a good time. So this was a little tongue-in-cheek, you know, being a little bit sarcastic, because I tend to be that way anyway. And I put that on there. This is a paper clip. And the back of it, I just did some stamping. There's some more of that Tim Holtz fabric tape. I'll show you the back side on the next page. But yeah, he does not look like he's having a good time at all. And then here's the back side of that. Just put some charms on there. This is one of the Tim Holtz, I can't remember what he called these, but it's just fabric that they actually put those stitches on. And I had a bird that I'd accidentally cut the back side of him off, and I thought, well, I'll just put part of him on there. Got some mushrooms. I had a lot of fun making this thing, and I'll definitely make another one. And here is just a little fold out for journaling. Well, I wanted it to be like this. There we go. And then this is another one that I made. I had it made, and it was in my, I keep a drawer with all kinds of ephemera that's pre-made in it. And I found this one. I really wanted this on the front of my book, but whenever it came down to it, it was too wide. So I kind of made it again with different scraps because I liked it so much. Then when I was going through the book to make sure I had everything done, I decided I needed something on the back of this, and that fit perfectly there. And I have this tag again out of ephemera that I just had made and waiting for whatever. And inside of here is a little tag. And some more of that tape that I did and those buttons that I like. And that's got a magnet closure. And then that's the back side. And I also wanted to share with you, this is kind of a work in progress. These are newspaper print papers, and they're huge. And I use those underneath me when I'm working on things. And then it winds up being similar to this, very grungy. And I just take, like, from this project that I just did, I have some, you know, leftover pieces that I will take and just, you know, find a spot where I think they can be. That one's upside down. But find a spot that I think I like, and I'll either ink the edges or I won't. Doesn't matter. And I stick those down on here. This one is probably going to go down here. I stick everything down. I ink on this. I stamp off on it. If I'm getting ready to stamp something and I want it slightly faded, I'll stamp off on this and then stamp on my project. I write measurements down on here. Those measurements are all over the place. And then whenever I get one finished, I will go through and I will add things to it. You know, like this one over here in this corner, it definitely needs a few more things. And then I take these and stack them up. And whenever I get time, or whenever I don't know what else to do, I will take these and I will cut them up and make, you know, bookmarks or tags, or you could even use these for background in a junk journal. I think that would look really cute. But I have this one that I'm almost finished with, and then I have this one that is done, and all I have to do now is sorry, I've got a shadow there. All I have to do now is cut it up and make something out of it. But anyway, just wanted to share that with you too. I appreciate you watching. You guys have a great day. If you have any questions, just let me know, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.